Starting today, do something, anything on a consistent basis to move forward your dreams. My friends, each and every day we come to you. We ask you to put in 10 to 15 minutes following these charts, learning by doing. Let's jump into the charts. We've got a few minutes left, another 20 minutes or so till the market closes. Trying to get out of here a little early and get some travel underway. The S&P and the NASDAQ and bonds are down. Gold and Bitcoin are up. Let's look at where we are for the week. We have a red spinning top, our second one. We peaked in the market with average volume with a green spinning top. We had a red spinning top, hardly. There was a little bit of up movement there. Then a green week last weekend. This week we end with a red spinning top and average volume. Typically, if that's followed directly by a topper, if it was followed directly by the nice green candle, if it had average volume, that'd be a classic turnover. Well, it's not. It's a sideways slide. We've already run the numbers for our 5-day plus analysis and our trade execution summary grid, and everything is about the 60% up for stocks, 68, 65, something like that. Bonds up some, gold and Bitcoin down some. But again, it's all not high. Nothing's in the 80s, nothing like that. So we're sort of in this flux area. Now, if I were feeling like things were, feeling good about all the money I had made when the market ran up, I might be thinking about jumping in, going down. We've had, we now have 2.5 two-day candles, 5 days of down movement. We've pushed through solidly, whatever kind of trend line you might call this, and we have volume to back it up. So I would say that yes, you could do a short move. You could go into something like SH, which is the single inverse for the S&P 500. And you could ride that. Now that again is potential practice trade territory. We're not giving market advice. That's not what we do. If you want to be a little bit more security conscious, you might wait to see how this next week develops. But again, after failing to move back up after the push down, we may very well see more down movement again. Got a war going on. Things could go really good. They could go really bad. We're supposed to be in some kind of negotiations, but things could always go bad. If that happened, might drive the market down. The market might be pretexting that to us right now. Now, let's look at where we are with the NASDAQ. It's down almost 1% right now. We have a doji here, lots of indecision, and we have average volume. We're clearly below whatever kind of trend line this is. And again, as we look at things, we could, of course, make a good argument for things potentially going down or just staying the course right now and letting it set up better. Again, I'd probably be in the territory of letting it set up better. We do have a nice down day. Now, bonds. We finished a week, we're almost flat for the day, 0.08%. You can see how things turned out yesterday and today. Down in the morning, looks like it recovered some in the afternoon. Again, we're still long bonds. What about gold? Gold bouncing. We can see where gold is moving up. It slowed down yesterday and it's up today, 1.07%. We have a potential floor here that we've gotten close to. We're still, though, negative on gold. We are still short gold, even with an up move today. But we will be paying close attention, particularly as we could be finding a floor here, some support on where prices move down to. That takes us all the way back to a down move back on the 27th of October of last year. And lastly, where are we on Bitcoin? The Bitcoin ETF up 1.11%. We pushed through on the half-day chart. You can see where we pushed through this floor. You can see on the 2-day where we've pushed through it also. You can see on the weekly where we're sitting right there on it with the weekly candle, but of course our wick has moved below it to about where the wick moved to back on the 1st of June. So again, Keeping an eye on Bitcoin, up a little bit for the day. Again, still short on Bitcoin, but watching to see if this floor might have any effect to hold anything at that weekly level. We'll see how this next week starts. Still short there. That's where we are, my friends. Thanks so much for being with us. Always love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out to us, cw@chartingwealth.com. And Patreon members, thank you so much always for your support underwriting the cost of the channel. And with your Patreon membership, of course, you get the next day's trade execution summary grid and the 5-day plus analysis and forecast with the backstop probabilities. You get all that in the afternoon, the day before the market opens. Good stuff, my friends. God bless. All the best from the whole team, Charting Wealth.